So I understand you finished a 5-year program in just 3 years with a 3.5 GPA. What sparked that pace and focus?
I think it was just that one day I figured like I could do it, and then I'm like, let's just keep doing it and see how fast and far we can.
Yeah, just ride it till the
Just
wheels
ride
fall
it,
off.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, cool. Now, what personal systems or habits made that possible, like time blocking, study routines, so that sort of thing?
That's the thing. I tried to have a study habit or like just a personal system, but each semester was way different. One semester I'd have 3 hours in between, an hour in between, or just one day be 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. back to back to back.
Oh, wow.
So it's just all about adapting.
Okay, adapting or having a flexible, having something flexible that you can use in just about any situation.
Yes, just
So how do you do that? Describe that.
well, like when I'm making my schedule, you don't really have options once UNT
Yeah.
only has. So I look at it and I'm like, that's not pretty, but it has to be done. I'm just like, it just has
Just
to be
hammer it
done.
out. Yeah,
go
just
in
figure
there,
it out. Got you. All right, let's talk about your academic journey. Which class or project tested you the most, and what did you take from it?
I think it was about the time I met you as well. My first semester,
Mm-hmm.
I was my first semester here. We're straight out the Navy, taking physics, I believe, and I just, for the life of me, could not make it click. I
Yeah.
was going to orientation. I was doing study group, study buddies. I would come here, and I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I just really couldn't. I think I wanted to rejoin. I was like, school isn't for me. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah.
And a veteran here actually gave me a physics book.
Mhm.
And he's like, hey, like, just read it.
Yeah.
And I remember my grade, it was a 32. And I passed the class with a 98.
Nice,
Towards the
man.
end, so
Nice. That's
It
what I
was
like to
physics
hear.
one for sure.
All right. Was there a turning point when you realized I can actually finish early and finish strong?
I never knew I was gonna finish early, but finish strong, same physics one. Like after I'm like, yo, I turned a failing grade into
An A.
an A, and I'm like, like summer's coming up. I need to keep my mind busy. I just loaded up my schedule, and I'm like, okay, cool. Fall started. Let's load up the schedule.
Yeah.
And just load up each semester, and I'm like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah. Just turn around. Oh no. How did your Navy experience shape your approach to school and problem solving?
I think that adaptability, and the ability to just be like, I have to do it. Like, what I can't say no.
Yeah.
Like if that job presents to you, and you're the only one, and you're there, like you have to do it. You can just be like, oh, someone's gonna take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta have accountability.
Yeah. No one's coming.
No one's coming.
Yeah.
As long as you know that, like.
And which skills from service translated best to the classroom?
I definitely think discipline is a big one. Like even as I said in physics, and now I wanted to quit. I'm like, I'm gonna still show up to class. Like I'm still trying to study, even if I know like there's no chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like just having that persistence and
Go down
discipline.
swinging.
Yeah, go down. Like
Yeah.
that's what you can.
Yeah. Awesome move. What advice would you give to other veterans considering college or returning to school?
It's doable. It's 100% doable if you keep your mind straight. So you can't just be coming out of the military and just be like, life's good, life's chill. Like it's easier and it's harder at the same time. There's no one there to hold your hand or like push you
Yeah.
in that sense.
Yeah.
So it's all on you
Yeah.
at the end of the day. And I think the biggest advice I'd be is like, you can do it.
Yeah.
You can 100% do it.
Fitness and well-being. You're a fitness enthusiast. How did training support your focus and stress management?
I think the only way I was able to do this is because of the stress management in the gym.
Yeah.
Like that's my coping mechanism.
Mhm.
So going to the gym.
I
and
remember when we first met. Yeah.
Yeah, you got me into boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that helped a lot.
Yeah.
It definitely helped.
It does help.
Yeah,
It
it's
does
like,
help.
and you get tired, you're like, you know what? That was good. Let me shower, and then you're just
Right
let's
back
go
on
back.
it. Yeah. Like it seems like, at least for me, you're doing stuff like that, like boxing or something like that. In the classroom, no one's trying to knock your head off.
Yeah.
So it's like it kind of turns the volume down on that stress.
Yeah,
You see what I'm
100%.
saying?
Yeah, like, or you're stressed, like you couldn't get something in class.
Yeah.
I just want to go hit the bag real quick.
Yeah.
Train, spar a little, and be like, all right, let's give it a go again.
Put your mind somewhere else,
Yeah,
and
for
then
sure.
come back. Yeah. That sort of resilience you were talking about. What does recovery look like for you when you're balancing academics and fitness?
every like an off day. It's like that. I don't think that's a thing. Maybe an off day from the
I
gym.
remember, man,
you
you
know?
jumping rope to your knees exploding.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if I was gonna have like 20, 30 minutes of like, you know what, I'm not gonna do nothing for an hour.
Yeah.
It's like I would, I guess, go outside. You know,
Yeah.
either kick a soccer ball, which is still working out,
Mhm.
or I guess play FIFA.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You seem like the type of guy that has a lot of energy. You know what I mean? You're a person of great energy, and if that energy's on folks, it becomes destructive.
Oh yes, yes. I'm glad you said that because,
Yeah.
like I said, I needed to keep my mind busy.
Yeah, yeah.
So if I just have time to do nothing, I do a lot of nothing.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it like starts to creep in.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, if you don't get back on that track. All right, any favorite routine, tool, or practice for keeping you grounded?
The gym, I'm gonna say, just even if it's just 20, 30-minute cardio, it's like just
Something.
it's your reset.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
it's my favorite tool for sure.
I'm really glad you like hooked onto that. You know,
Yeah,
because that's what I was trying to tell you guys. You know that like you can use this as a tool to succeed. And you know what I'm saying? It's part of your psychological.
Yeah, it's not even to see like how much you can lift or like
No.
to see how big you can. It's just get it out.
Yes.
You know, just
Managing
relax.
the hormones. And the
Yes,
stress.
yes. That dopamine, get it out. you know,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Who here made a meaningful difference? Faculty, staff, classmates, or mentors?
I definitely think you helped a lot, especially when I had that
Thanks.
family issue
Yeah.
in my first, second semester.
Yeah.
And yeah, you helped me out a lot, and you like just kept inviting me either to here or like to the gym, and it was awesome. So I really
Cool.
appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, my
For sure.
pleasure. What campus resources mattered most to you? Probably the gym.
Yeah, it's not free in the summer, so that was nice to know.
Yeah, that's a downer. Man.
But I definitely think my early on, the
Mhm.
veterans service definitely helped because that's where I, networked
Yeah.
in a way and like reached out and someone gave me a book. I met you. I got it. Like, it was, really good early on
Yeah.
for any veteran. They should definitely come here.
Yeah, man.
But I think looking forward, like, because I had to leave main campus
Mm-hmm.
really fast because I finished everything really fast.
Yeah, yeah.
So in Discovery Park, I think it was like building a group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
building that kind of support network. for-
yes,
yeah,
yes.
So that because I noticed over there, people are a little more team oriented. It seems like to me anyway that I've seen from the outside where people will like band together to work on this project or band together to figure out this class.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's like, I think
different
even
culture.
once you make it past calculus 2,
Mm-hmm.
where was in that class,
Mhm.
you're going to see for the rest of your,
That's true.
so you're like, okay, like you can start eyeing out, be like, I know how you work.
Yeah.
I know how you don't work.
Yeah.
And then like when group projects start to be,
Mm-hmm. You know who to pick.
I know how to pick. And
Yeah.
It's
I
like
gotcha.
I built this brick by brick.
What did you learn most about yourself in these 3 years?
Heard about myself. I think I'm kind of underwhelmed, really.
Underwhelmed? How so?
You brought it up. You're like, oh, you did it in 3 years. I'm like, oh yeah, sure.
Oh, I see what you're
So,
saying.
like I was
Yeah.
just like,
It's kind of like that volume turn down thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm like, oh, I don't think it's nothing crazy.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, I think it's just something that had to be done.
When things felt overwhelming, what helped you to push through? The gym.
To give them different answers, probably like friends and family.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't for my brother, I'd say this, like I wouldn't be eating. Like since my schedule, I still have a full-time job, I had full-time school and then the gym and
Yeah.
then, my like side business.
Yeah.
It's like I really didn't have time to do anything but sleep.
Yeah.
So my brother would be like, oh, here's a plate.
Man,
And I'm like, thank you, dude. Like,
that is a bro, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. A plate of food at the
Yeah,
right
yeah,
time,
for
dude.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't eaten in hours. You've been studying.
like,
Yeah.
hey, take this other card because I'm gonna change your oil tomorrow. I'm like, dude, thank you.
Shout out to your brother,
Yeah.
dude. No one does it alone. We think we do it alone. We think that this is our degree, but no. Generally, there are more people than you even know pushing you, holding you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Teaching you things. Because I learned that from my father, actually. Because he kind of did it on his own, and he said to remember that you're not by yourself. It feels like you're alone, but you're not by yourself.
Someone's
Find the
always-
right community. There's
Yeah.
always someone who's already supporting you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, shout out to your brother.
What's that saying? It's like you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go together.
Yeah, good,
You
good.
kind of just put both of those.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Like I'm running, but I'm holding you, man. Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. Looking ahead, what's next? Career-wise, certification, service, or further study?
I mean, I just feel like there's a lot of doors open for me right now.
Mhm.
I was thinking about going for a master's
Mhm.
in aerospace.
Mhm.
I do like that. I do have an aerospace job that I can just go and work for.
Yeah,
And as I said, I also started this company that has a bright future.
yeah,
You know,
awesome.
So it's like maybe I can do a combo of all three again as I'm doing
Yeah.
now.
Mhm.
Not, but we'll see.
We'll see, we'll see. Let's see. How do you hope to make an impact over the next 5 years?
I hope I can at least motivate one other. It doesn't even have to be a veteran, a student maybe.
Mhm.
Just non-traditional student who's like, it's been 5 years since you went to high school.
Yeah.
You get thrown into the pack and you're like,
What do I do?
It's like, oh, you should have covered this first 4 chapters in school. Let's move on. You're like, hey there.
Right.
You know, I just hope I can like show them that like, if you just try,
Yeah,
like, if you just try,
yeah,
you can do it.
yeah. What are you most excited or curious about in this next chapter of your life?
Excited to graduate,
For
you
sure.
know, but I'm also curious to see what else I can do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like even in my Navy experience, I went from E1 to E5 in 2 years.
Yeah,
So it's like, then I was like, okay, like I could keep going, but let me try and do something first.
yeah.
And now I did this, so I'm like, okay, now
Now,
Where
what's
can I
in it?
shift,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Where can you take all that experience? What would you want future students, especially veterans, to know about what's possible here?
it's definitely possible to graduate. Like I know a lot of veterans try in school and they just give up. Even not give up, they just get like weeded out.
Yeah.
You know, I met a bunch of veterans here that I hadn't seen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and a bunch of veterans that came out the Navy with me, and they kind of just like,
Fell by the wayside.
yeah. And I'm like, you just gotta. I'll say this: I failed calculus 3 times.
Whew.
I took it 4 times,
Mm-hmm.
and I just kept trying.
Yeah.
You know, and eventually the last one I passed it with a 98, 99.
Mhm.
Then calculus 2 was a 99.
Mhm.
Calculus 3 was a 90. And I'm like, you know what? Let me get the math minor.
Yeah.
Just got a math
Why
minor
not?
on the way
Yeah.
because I'm like,
Because you didn't give up.
yeah, I didn't give up. Just try it. You know, it's
Yeah.
like it's really depressing, I guess, when you fail class and everyone's passing you, but you're on your own pace.
Yeah.
You know, you don't compete with anybody. You don't project yourself on anybody. It's just you,
Yeah.
and that's what's important.
If you could give your day one self one piece of advice, what would it be?
Chill out.